I got into sustainable agriculture from being a chef and searching out the highest quality ingredients I could get. I wanted, the best pork I could get my hands on. The only way to get that was to buy a local pig and cut it up. We opened Local Pig in 2012 in February, which is just the best time to open a butcher shop focused on grilling. I wanted something that was focused on food, but was a different avenue than a restaurant. It was really small at first, and we kind of just grew as people came. So we picked the name Local Pig pretty quickly, but didn't settle on it for a while. It's one of those names that was kind of funny and is literally descriptive. We use local pigs in everything we do. I didn't want to pigeonhole the place into being a butcher shop. A meat market also didn't seem to be the right area. We landed on charcuterie, which is a little fancy way of saying meat market in French. And, Local Pig just kind of fit the bill. Pigwich came in, and Pigwich is now a big part of our life. Pigwich came a year after Local Pig. The idea of Pigwich pretty much came the first day of Local Pig. The first customer walked in and said, "Hey, I work down the street, can I get a sandwich?" And I said, "We actually only have meats, but we don't have bread and sandwiches." And he's like, "Man, I really need a sandwich." I was like, "All right, fine. Maybe we can figure out a way to do sandwiches." So when we moved to City Market, we were able to get a spot that has a shared basement with 2 adjoining storefronts, which is just perfect for our 2 concepts that also share basically everything. We bring in whole animals in the basement, we cut them up, and they come out as steaks, chops, and sausages for the meat market, Local Pig, and they come out as fixings for sandwiches out of Pigwich. Sustainable agriculture is the backbone of what we do. We source 100% of our proteins from small family farms right around here. After doing that, meeting farmers, developing those relationships, paying more money, being a long-term customer, I liked the product and then decided that I really enjoyed what was also the raising part of it. If we're gonna eat meat, maybe we should respect it, and maybe that's the thing I can figure out, how to make that a full-time thing for at least a few farmers. It's never been something we are, blasting out everywhere, and that's been intentional. We don't want to come off proselytizing. We want to be a solution if you want it 2 days a week, 1 day a week, or once a month. If your goal is sustainable agriculture at a reasonable price point, in a place you can come and grab it, then we're here for you. If you just want the best bacon you've ever had, just come and grab it, and you don't need to ask a ton more questions, but you're only going to get really good pork belly and really good bacon from sustainably raised animals. Walking in, cheddar burger! I'm very proud of our burger, which has now evolved into the 3rd-pound cheddar burger because it was so popular we made more burgers. The original burger is really simple, but just uses a couple of different really good toppings. The burger at Pigwich starts with an onion bun from farm to market. We like an egg bun, not a brioche bun. It's a little bit rich, but it's not over the top. Toasted on both sides. The meat itself is a blend of plate, which is analogous to pork belly, but off the cow, very fatty, and chuck grind and a little bit of salt. So the key is to grind it twice and put a little bit of salt in it, but not too much. Press it thin enough that you can actually cook it well done, so you don't have to deal with any mid-rare people. Simultaneously making it juicy, so you don't have to deal with people thinking it's dry. And that's a flat top only burger, really important. It's not, the burger we sell at Local Pig is not the same burger we sell at Pigwich. It's the same blend, it's a different press. And the diameter and the thinness is the important part. The 3 condiments, I think, just really set everything else off. The onion pickles are rich without being excessively acidic. The tomato jam is sweet without being excessively cloying. And the porcini aioli is a fat that you don't totally notice because the porcini flavor mimics the beef flavor and kind of just spreads everything out and gives you a ton of umami. And then you got cheese. You guys love cheese. Melty cheese. That's it. That's the burger at Pigwich. I love the River Market. It was the first pod we moved to 15 years ago when my wife and I moved to town. So when it came time to find a new home, City Market was at the top of the list. We did look at other spots, but it was too good to say no to have a giant farmer's market literally on our patio. It's a great vibe all 6 days of the week, and then Saturday comes and it's a different vibe. There are a ton of people. The road is closed, farmers are in the middle, there are 10, 15,000 people walking around. It's got a great big city feel, which I really like, but also it's really low key. It's not crazy. It's just people out to have a good time. It's really, you get people from everywhere, from every corner of town, suburban, urban, all the way out to the country. Everybody comes to the market. It's just a great spot to hang out for a couple hours. We're already using the built-in vendors. It's kind of great. You know, guys are like, hey, I need something, and we just literally walk 5 steps up to the produce market and get what we want and make it special.